Hello and welcome to my December report from Strasbourg on an extremely sad day for this beautiful French city. The headlines today are terror on the streets of Strasbourg, another week of chaos in the United Kingdom, so what's new? MEPs vote to improve food safety, tech tax, Romania and Bulgaria to join Schengen, and a new trade deal with Japan. 3 people were murdered and at least 12 injured, 8 seriously in central Strasbourg in another horrific attack. Police are still hunting the attacker. I was with colleagues and assistants in the parliament due to a lockdown. We had an emergency session at 2 a.m. Trying to address how we actually vacate the building. All the security forces and services staff deserve sincere thanks for the way in which they rose to the challenge. Now, moving on to the continuing saga of Brexit. At least 48 Conservative MPs have triggered a contest for the leadership of their party and our government. It beggars belief that MPs will vote on whether to oust Theresa May as Prime Minister. It looks like she has survived. But her last-minute decision to cancel Tuesday's vote in the House of Commons on her EU withdrawal deal has really angered not just many in Westminster, but elsewhere as well. I mean, where does the UK go from here? It's anyone's guess. Now, talking to colleagues here, it is unlikely that the offer from the EU will change, given the Tories' own red lines. The only viable option left is to have a public vote, a general election. Here in the European Parliament, we have been busy voting on a variety of regulations, from food safety, where the regulator has to publish studies before a product is authorised onto the market, to make sure the risks of food we eat is known, to deciding on introduction of a new tax on digital services that will introduce a common system for taxing digital services from the big tech giants, to agreeing to Romania and Bulgaria joining the Schengen area, but the member states still have to agree. Very importantly, we approved a progressive and comprehensive trade agreement with Japan. It is the largest bilateral trade deal ever concluded by the EU in terms of market size, covering almost 1/3 of the world GDP. With President Trump attacking multilateral cooperation and sliding into trade wars, the approval of this agreement could not have come at a more important time. It shows that the EU remains committed to a fair and rules-based international order, where we play an important role in setting high standards in international trade. That's all for me in Strasbourg for this year. May I wish you and your loved ones a very happy holiday and a prosperous new year. Goodbye.